All right. So, hi, hi, hi. Everyone's been doing well. I am set up properly. Capturing. That was set up the way I have it. Blah, blah. Hopefully. Nothing too crazy. Just a little. Hello, kitten. How are you? Uh, I'm trying some new audio stuff on the stream, so hopefully it all sounds okay. My mic was getting a little too open with what it was picking up. So, have a salad? Oh no, that thing away from me. Yeah, I'm into have the meme. Just the meme that I'm referencing. Uh, uh, Video description. Oh, could you hear him? Oh, yeah, because yeah, that's right, because he was. There we go. There you go. I love this picture. It's amazing. Hey, Wolfer. Sorry, me. Yeah, he's trying to be cool with the youth. Space Ghost. Oh no, I know what it is. It's the one where he's talking to demons, right? Um, Geez, yeah, it's one of those yeah, Ghost Hunter shows or whatever. Yeah, I can't remember which one though. Hey demons, it's your boy. Yeah, so uh yes, something I can say. My daughter and I went out yesterday. We went to go watch the Mario movie, and it was actually pretty decent. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Definitely a young person movie, to be sure. But I mean, with Mario, I kind of expected it was going to be. But tons of references to old Nintendo properties and old games. They have a uh, in universe version of the original Donkey Kong game with Mario, but it's called Jumpman, which I think may have been what it was called in Japan. Yeah, and there's all these characters and references to old Nintendo properties throughout uh movie itself. While Mario's adventuring in the Mushroom Kingdom has references to, was it of course the Mushroom Kingdom. Um, it's got Daisy, Mayor Daisy from New Donk City in it, and um, got all the references to Mario Kart, uh, Donkey Kong, uh, all kinds of stuff. And I have to say that nihilistic Luma is my spirit animal. He he was great. Love that guy. Yes, Woofer. Yeah, they're towards the beginning, the pizzeria that they hang out in is the Punch Out Pizzeria, and it's got kind of like those kinds of stores have like photos of famous people in the sport. Um, they have like a wall that's just all of the guys from the Punch Out game. So there's a Glass Joe and a Sandman and Bald Bull and a bunch of other guys have their pictures up on that wall. And they actually do a thing too where uh, they're showing you like an ad for their Mario Brothers plumbing service, and they're doing the voices that you're that Mike Tyson. I can't remember. Woofer, I can't remember. I don't think so, but no, but they're doing an ad for the Mario Brothers plumbing service, Luigi and Mario, and they're doing the voices that you would expect for Mario and Luigi. You know, the "It's a me, Mario," that kind of stuff, where they're talking like that. Uh, and I thought for a second, like, what the hell? It's like I thought they weren't doing that voice, and then it turns out that those were just like affectations that they were doing for like their characters as the people. They're trying to put on like a show in the ad about themselves, and they got the idea from a guy that they're friends with, uh, who told them that it would be a good way to a good image for their company to speak that way. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Um, Mayor Pauline. Pauline's the mayor of Brooklyn, uh, or of New York City, I suppose. In the game or in the movie, it's Mayor Pauline, and then they have Daisy in there. At least I think it was Daisy. They had her in there for a very brief moment, um, as part of their ad, as like the woman who needed help with the plumbing. Uh, and I think they didn't actually. I don't think they ever referenced her by name, but I think it was her because it looked like her. And the way she acted, it seemed like she was like Luigi's girlfriend. So I think it was Daisy. You don't want to pay for Mike Tyson's image rights? Nah, probably not. But yeah, yeah, that's who it was. The Luma in the movie was Luma Lee. It was the salesman Luma from Mario Galaxy, the ones that you the big blue ones that you feed so they blow up. And he was very nihilistic and kind of I guess very very acutely depressing. Um, no, so I guess it's not uh, too much of a spoiler, but what happens is that they live in our world, Brooklyn, and they go to the Mushroom Kingdom, and they go there through warp pipes. Warp pipes like connect all these different realms, um, and they end up getting sucked up into a warp pipe down in the sewers. So, uh, then at the end of the movie, as like a little spoiler scene, I suppose, the have like a little Yoshi egg found its way into the sewers, warp pipes. Little Yoshi starts to hatch out of it. So, they are sequel baiting, which is fun. Wish I could just find a clip. I wish I could just find a clip of the Luma from the Mario movie, but I guess it hasn't been out enough to do it. He's very funny. I like him. Very cute. Very cute, but he's very, this is the end. We're all gonna die, and who cares kind of situation. Anywho, yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. Oh, and my daughter saw a game. We were out shopping and looking around before the movie, and she found a game here called Sorcerer, and she thought it looked really cool. And it's like a card play deck building type game thing, and I'm hoping it'll be like a gateway drug to her playing more hardcore card games. Maybe I can rope her into my cardboard crack addiction. Yeah. Hope the YouTube bot doesn't ban me for that. Don't do that. Oh. Yeah, I haven't been playing Magic for the last couple since COVID was a big thing actually. I haven't been playing it, but I kind of looked into the sets coming out, and apparently there were some cards that were huge issues. Well, she was interested in the Pokemon game some time ago, but yeah, there was a card that they released that was like the only game that like the only card ever to be banned in Vintage. Luris is what it was called, I think. It was the cat, I think. It's one of the only cards to be banned in Vintage, which lets you play the Power 9. Yeah, it's because he lets you free cast. He lets you cast cheap spells out of your graveyard, and that's a huge issue. When you have like Black Lotus and things like that. An issue with Pokemon TCG. I did not hear anything about that. No. Oh, really, Woofer? Wow, that's rough. Holy hell. Super prominent. They probably yeah. That's the issue with these. That's the issue with these card games. They basically contract out their printing services to overseas companies. So there's like no oversight whatsoever. So yeah, I hadn't heard of that. Magic had an issue. It wasn't like a big issue, but during one of their sets when I was playing, an issue where somebody was just like taking so what they do is they print these cards on sheets and they cut the sheets up into the separate cards. Um, so what they were doing was they were just taking like big stacks of these sheets and just walking out with them. and then selling them to people. So it wasn't people stealing from packs, but it was where they were just making all these sheets and not packaging them at all. They were just taking them out and selling the big sheets to people. That's nuts, Wolfer. Yeah. So I guess the people who were printing the cards knew enough about the game to know what cards were going to be the chase cards, I suppose, the ones that everyone would want to buy. That's interesting. The biggest scandal I remember for those cards is that was for MTG or Magic was that and their foil stock is still garbage fire, and they just the foil cards just fold up, and it makes the foil cards worth jack shit because they're so awful. But no, yeah, that's messed up. People stealing rares out of the packs at the printing company. That's nuts. Because yeah, I mean, with any of those collectible card games, the collection portion of it is the whole deal, right? For a lot of people, the people who don't play professionally. It's all about trying to build your collection and seeing what you get in the packs and stuff. And yeah, if nobody can get the good cards, like what the hell, man? Messed up. Scalpers are garbage people. I hate scalpers. They're just the worst. Oh, for sure, Starbane. But yeah, the issue is like if every foil is bending, like misprints are only worth something if they're rare. If the misprints are common, then they're not worth anything anymore. Like those what is it, the buffalo coins here in the US, where like I think a very small number of them were printed with the buffalo facing the wrong way, and you know they're only worth that anything because there's only like a couple of them. If half of them was that way, then they wouldn't be worth anything. And if misprints were in this common day were worth anything, I'd have a lot of cards that are worth some money. I've got I remember I have some cards that were almost faded to the top corner of them was almost faded to the point that you couldn't read the name of the card. Luckily, they were just like very cheap cards that nobody gave a shit about, but it was it was still hurts your faith in the product when that kind of stuff happens. Anywho, let's get into some Sherlock. What do you say? Sherlock it up. Uh, I have to be honest with you all. I don't recall much of anything about the original. The only thing I remember is it's an investigation game, and I think it loosely follows some of the events from Call of Cthulhu. Force of will in the beginning. All right, Wolfer. I wasn't aware of that. Big thing I remember. The big thing I remember that they changed was unholy strength, where it had a burning pentagram in it. Then the big demon worshiper scare came up, and they had to take the pentagram off of the image because of people thought that the game was about worshiping the devil. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Well, for Force of Will is a staple in the older formats. Any blue deck in the older formats has Force of Will in it almost. So it's still a really expensive card. We're in Baker Street.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes.
Maybe you shouldn't pin your articles to the wall with knives.
I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
That's why I was
Medically
confused.
speaking, I often
That's
find
why
that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why does it look so dark? I'm not sure. Doesn't look that way to me. Let me see what I can do, guys. There you go. I got it. The color what was it called? What's it called? Can't remember. The color spacing was bad. That's what it was. Yeah, well, that's why I was horribly confused. I was like, when in the world would Force of Will ever have an anime girl in it? It didn't make any sense to me.
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think?
Here's what she thinks. I'm paying my rent. She can go to hell. This is a clue. Oh yeah, before we get too deep into it, I think I would be remiss to not mention, since the game has at the beginning, I think this game, the development studio for this game is Ukrainian, so they have a PSA at the start about how big of a asshole Russia is being, and the Ukraine is not in a good place right now. So. Really? I know that. Alright, let's see. The London Advertiser in 1882. Yeah. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ildur. Oh, did she fall in love with a scoundrel? Among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Illdur's personal bodyguard. A long-time member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. Uh-oh.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
I don't think it is local gossip, Mr. Holmes.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Yeah, thank you, Barnes. You by chance start the company Barnes & Noble?
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
People trying to talk to you. Screw that.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Damn it, Watson. How dare you throw away my newspaper? Have to you're a stern talking to later. This is all roughly familiar to me. I am slightly remembering this.
I'm close. I know it. I just need one more piece to crack the case.
Yeah. Barnes, when they were a solo company, they had a partner. It's a rainy day. Why not dress in something more appropriate? Oh, yeah. So I got the digital. I got the deluxe, so I have an expansive wardrobe. I'm not sure if it will ever amount to anything, but I have it, so I can customize the Sherlock. The main reason I got it was because not for the costumes, but because of adds a DLC case to it. Had some side quest stuff that sounded pretty cool. Yeah. And look, I can move tables and stuff. Oh, the future is amazing. Not all static. Yeah, Watson. That's a classic look for Watson for sure. I'm not so sure about Holmes, but I'm not sure what the game wanted me to dress up as, but I've got a coat on, so leave me alone. Looks like London, all right? Yeah. As I understand it, London is a fairly depressing place.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, there it is. Is that it? Yeah. Dig away. What am I doing?
You were mistaken,
looking at
Dr. Watson.
chicken bone
the
or
paper
something?
was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
Well, I don't think we're going to be salvaging that one. What the hell am I looking at here? What is this? Snake fame? God fucking damn it. What am I?
A cactus spine.
Oh.
If it gets in your
I
skin,
was clicking,
it's
I
awfully
thought.
tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See, Watson?
Why would you
the
think that?
conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
We don't want to kill you, Holmes. You've ruined the career of so many criminals. Who would
Get the
possibly
Strand.
want to destroy
Get
you?
your copy of the Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Why were you
Blast.
advertising it?
Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
That's not how it works.
Any breaking news today?
The dog accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me,
Good
did you
lord,
notice
you're a
anyone
horrifying
suspicious
child.
at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Well, I meant that and during this time period, paper boys were paid based on how many papers they sold. They were kind of like, well, I shouldn't speak to, maybe London was different, but in the U.S., what happened was they were basically contractors. Like they bought the paper from the newspaper company, and then they sold the papers, and so they worked on commission basically. There wasn't like an hourly rate.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise, and all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
Got a new question in the Mind Palace.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
Let's go to the Mind Palace. Brains are gross. Who ruined the Strand? Icky, gross. I don't think we have the clues yet. Barnes' local bookseller ruined it. What? Suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel. I think that's fine for assassination out loud Maine. Visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Barnes, the bookseller. He tried to kill me.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn
Get the
knows it's
Strand.
part of a
Get
game.
your copy of the Strand here!
What does it say? Pin the evidence with a bookshop
Get the
photo by
Strand.
pressing X. Okay.
Get your copy
I
of
pinned
the
it.
Strand here!
That doesn't tell me. I believe it was. I
Get
believe
the
it's here on
Strand.
the left.
Get your copy of the Strand here!
Shut up, kid. That's horrifying. Thank you for that image. What? Did I? What? Oh, hey.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
It's Arthur
Really,
Arthur
Holmes?
Conan Doyle.
How can you be so sure?
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
That's actually what he looked like too. He wrote Sherlock Holmes stories. Apparently, he was a person in universe here.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Look at the little doggo. Oh my goodness.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
It's a doggo. Think they're using a bit of Sinking City's icon UI? Yeah, they are for sure. Some of these are very reminiscent of Sinking City for sure.
May I ask you something?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Sir, have you ever heard? Don't pee where you sleep. Is that watching Lee just walk behind you? Yeah, he doesn't just teleport all over the place now. Wonder the wonders of modern technology. Oh, hey, it's the Japanese embassy.
Help me, please.
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
I think it is. Not quite sure what that place is. There we go. There it is. Hey, sir, you have a book that's very suspicious in a bookstore. Hello, vampire.
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
I have enemies that would want to kill me. No. Digging in the rain? That is true, Woofer. That's true. Oh, I guess I can look at his face. Bags under his eyes, the effects of overwork. Uh-oh. Receding hair. The effects of overwork. There's ink all over his hands. I would have sworn that. I thought that was mud from the news. This is a interesting face. His crotch. Not very big. Pussy issues, perhaps. Holmes can move. Can zoom in. Yeah, he's a robot. That's how he solved all those cases. Everyone thought he was just a really smart person. Nope, robot. Leans heavily on his right leg, so his left leg is sore. Blues. Let's look taller. Wow. Barnes developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes from hours of intense work. He's not very confident and tries to appear taller. Wearing high heels. Seems unlikely there's a person who will be involved in the murder plot. Unless Mr. Barnes could be a pawn in the bigger plan. I think he's just a workaholic.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well,
He's trying to sneak
wish
out
I
the back.
could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes looks like an
Barnes
anime
doesn't
character.
seem like himself.
Why
That
is he
is
acting this
that
way?
is true.
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
See the highlight. Interactive.
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
I've got detective vision.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
It's a little
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
It's a little beagle. Goodness.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Ooh, neat. That's cool. Like that.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Uh-oh. Egypt. That's not good. Nothing good comes out of Egypt. Catalog of exotic plants on Barnes's counter. Name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Like a love potion? Steal the money? No. Oh, tried.
The finest view London has to offer.
It's not not saying much.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Interesting. I've never heard that before. So he gets fresh flowers when he's done it. He's done the job.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
He was contracted to kill me. Man. Hey, there's a strand. We found the strand, Holmes. The case is solved.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Oh, you think it's a piece by Pigman? Could be, I guess.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think.
Not nearly clever enough, Watson. Chum. Why? That's not going to stick, man. Can't do that in the ring.
Do you know anything about this?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
About what, exactly?
May I ask you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Stop peeing. Like, how you've been out here for like 15 minutes peeing. Like, it's can't possibly have that much pee. It's impossible. No one man can hold all that pee. I'm trying to see how I unpin the photo that I have pinned. There you go. Why is Barnes behaving so strangely? Oops, not that one. This one. Dead flowers. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. Egypt. No. Broken ladder. can't click on anything. So this one is locked in, so that one has to be right. Yeah, I don't get it. That's what I was eating. No, it's the weird brain slug thingies. Potato chips in the brain. Yeah.
I should have worn something warmer.
Doodly doodly. You're very suspicious. What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Wendigos. Yes, we have brain slugs. Trying to take over. Don't worry, brain slugs are perfectly safe.
I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket.
Yeah, everyone has to be quiet. No kids allowed. Yeah, I'm missing whatever goes in this slot, I guess. Yeah, I can't I don't know what I'm missing. I don't think there's anything else I can interact with. Oh. Oh.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Guess they
Our
kind of.
national emblem. God save the Queen.
Guess they kind of hinted that something in the flower shop was involved
Patience
somehow.
and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Cactus.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Yes.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
What, they beat the guy's head in with a potted
Anything
plant?
tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Yes, the cold, dead eyes of a killer. Told you. Oh no, she's a widow. Uh-oh. Luxury fabric, which is unusual for work attire. Maybe she just came from the funeral. Beauty or concealment? I bet the dog is in on this somehow. No. Any shoes upon arrival? She's ready to move on. Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made of expensive fabric and not suitable for work. Her shoes. No traces of mud. Her eyes constantly down around the streets, seemingly in search of something. Is she waiting for someone?
Mrs.
Oh.
Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there
Yes.
a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Really? I have evidence.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
What am I doing?
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove.
True,
And the sap is often
Starving.
toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
They hid it. They hid it over here. It's not even hers. The flower still has mirror materia? Yeah. Perhaps you have a green one, a large green one over here somewhere. But yeah, they we had an issue with our cars recently. We have like a carport and everything, and for some reason the birds just really all congregated under our carport and just wrapped all over the cars. Damn birds.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
She wants to sleep with Barnes.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
He knows nothing.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Hope you guys like hearing
Are
this.
you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not
She's
really.
noble? Oh, there you
Well,
go.
in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new
Oh.
puppy.
That's why
So
he has a
we've seen
dog
each
now.
other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see
He
him
bought the dog
staring
so he
through
could
the
see
shop
her at the dog
window.
park.
Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face. People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door.
Yeah, that's they get door-to-door salesperson. I solved the mystery. Mr. Barnes loves Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Miss Fleming, a florist. May hope she will come into his shop and give him a watering advice. Or it could simply be a symbol of desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from a catalog on his counter. Questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since catalog represents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the strand outside Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Yeah, it's all just a misunderstanding.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr.
It's almost
Holmes.
like
Even
it's
the
just a
best of us
tutorial.
Make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I heard I found out you're just pathetic, not a murderer.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled. You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson.
I think he heard
Rest
himself.
assured, we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right then.
Why are you acting so weird?
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive.
So that
your
copy right
clumsiness
here in the
carrying
store.
post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh,
Jeez,
it's
Holmes.
true. I am useless with this sort of thing.
prick.
I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue
Yeah.
of The Strand here all along?
Yeah,
Well,
it's on the table right there.
naturally.
We walked past it.
I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can.
Yeah, that's a.
I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out. Like Holmes was acting like, my copy of The Strand has been destroyed, so I will never be able to find another copy of this ever again. And it's like, aren't there lots of them? Couldn't you just like go down the street to like another paper boy and get one? I don't understand why we're making such a big deal out of this one. What happened? Oh no. Lag. What? I'm not showing any. Oh no, it is. Hold on a second. No. I'm not showing any weird issues. Okay.
Come, Dr. Watson.
Oh,
Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear
clicked
good
out of the
news
game
about
and
you
clicked back
Mrs.
in
Fleming.
and closed it. I'm sorry. Sure it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's somewhere I have selected. Saltpeter explosion on rocks the docks. That's some nice wordplay there. Excellent. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and a thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. Port authorities yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river. With the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired. Dothraki?
I'm sure
Interesting
Barnes has had
language
enough
to
of our
learn.
meddling, Mr. Holmes. We best be off.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems.
Well,
Forgive
I mean,
me.
the ship
Without
thing could have
something
been
to
a
occupy
burglary.
my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to
There's
help.
something.
What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor
Why
the
don't we go
story
for
to
here?
launch my writing career. But,
It's brilliant. Let's go.
oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
The gaslight. I don't think it's real. If you think it's real, you're crazy.
Not much further now.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good
I don't
day,
care where
gentlemen.
they went.
Forgive the
It's your
intrusion.
problem.
Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant.
Mahia.
What was your name again?
That's quite the name.
I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Ruffles have ridges. Oh, me.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard
Plus-
that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire
Yeah,
away.
it's very important when it goes. Also, I have a feeling that the police are not so keen to investigate because I have a suspicion that the person we're talking about is a minority and they are all being horribly racist and they don't give a shit that some immigrant disappeared.
Tell me about Kimahia.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Yeah, go
Kimmy
inside and
here
talk.
normally
Like, why are we
brings
out
me the
here?
morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
That's because you are not the world's greatest detective.
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Oh god. I'd run away if all I had to eat was cabbage.
I take it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Man, this is such a 1800s view of these poor minorities and stuff. I saved him. I saved him from a life of savagery to come be my slave. I'm the great white savior. Oh my god.
Did Kimahia make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Of course you will be. Of course you will. Hold on just a moment. But it's about time for me to take my break, but I want to check something. This is stream is working properly. Something wrong with it right now. No, it's right. I have it set for ultra low latency, so seems like everyone's behind by a good portion. So you might want to refresh the stream, guys. I think when YouTube lagged out earlier, it pushed everyone back. So you guys are like 20-30 seconds behind what I'm doing on the game, I think. So anyway, take my break real quick. I'll be right back.
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, everything's showing up as being fine on my end of things. I'm not showing any lag issues, and the up bandwidth is so showing steady.
Things that continue to trouble me, and I'm speaking now not only as an agent of the Bureau, but also as a human being. What really went on between Marilyn Monroe and the Kennedys? And who really pulled the trigger on JFK?
Yeah, Oswald did not act alone. Anyway, no, yeah, everything's showing steady on my end of things. So, if there's lagging and everything, I'm not sure what's going on. Apologize. Anyway, sounds like we are going back into the garden to investigate. What happened to her head? Oh, she lost it. And her hand as well. Oh, there's a Cthulhu squid thing on the ground. Oh no, the horror.
Chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Lowest. The lowest of the low. The workman. What am I supposed to... Am I supposed to be seeing? Can't I click on this? hidden from my sight, I guess. What the hell is that? Yeah, I can't click it. Tools, maybe? What am I missing here? Yeah, I couldn't click on that very obvious thing. Not sure what that was about. Yeah, there's something's acting up. Concentration helps you pick up the small details in the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press Q to... Oh, okay. Don't forget to pin relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it.
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here.
It's a weird...
The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
It's a weird,
to read the ground like
mechanic.
An open book. Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
That's a very... interesting mechanic. Have Cthulhu vision.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh.
Yeah, Cthulhu was preventing us from investigating. For sure.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Interesting. Yeah, that's how... The blue dragon. They're responsible.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
A face in the soil?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Say it isn't so. Trying to click. There we go.
A small navy spyglass.
Take that with me. Thank you very much. They knocked him out with carbon monoxide poisoning. Something like that. They did something to screw up his ventilation so he couldn't breathe, yeah.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Well, the way he described it, the dude was very large, so he could have just fallen on them.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
I have no idea what Hessian is.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
Nose flutes. Just put your nose on and blow.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Cthulhu.
By the way, it's giving me chills.
No air coming through it. No air coming through it.
Doing ritual sacrifices.
The remains of a meal.
No, it was ritual sacrifice. Don't be obtuse, Holmes.
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Dear God, it's a huge narcotic. Jesus.
The ashes are long since cold.
Dear Lord, you know, who carries a giant rock of opioid like that? Dear Lord.
No air coming through it.
What the fuck? Apparently I snap my fingers and I create a scene. Man, you're eating opioids, I guess? Yeah, so they tried to poison him. It sounds like. By blocking his vent after the opioid. Okay, so it's like, it's apparently possible to have different ideas about what they were doing. But I have to have like evidence to do that. Interesting. So let's see. What does the next option do? I don't know. Like, it seems like there's like different ways you can construct the scene, but you have to like pin the correct evidence to make it happen. Or to make it pull up. Like, I wonder if I can, if I do this, if it'll... Where does Kamala's trail lead? Okay, so none of those are right. Okay, so I have one piece of evidence. Seems it's still there. Yeah, I don't... Oh. Pile of logs has fallen. The logs in your shack are in shambles if someone has dropped them.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay. The logs near the shack are in shambles. Someone has dropped them. There are similar tracks near Kamala's shack. A garden cart was usually kept under the cut rain cover. So yeah, so they wheeled Kamala out of here with it. I don't think that's no, I don't think that's what's happened. Yeah, I'm not 100% on how this mechanic works. There's another one that I apparently missed around here somewhere. So I guess maybe if I find that, I can do some stuff. Oh, is the stream still acting up? Yeah, it's everything says it's good on my end. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know if I can do anything. The game's running pretty smooth, it seems like, so I don't think the game's got anything weird going on. It's YouTube being stupid.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
That sucks. It's unfortunate. YouTube's just being a butt. Okay. Yeah, like I said, everything on my end appears to be fine. I'm the only one here at the house to use internet, so.
Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
That's a good point. I was imagining that's a fairly expensive piece of equipment.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Wow. Trying to investigate your issue here, sir, and you're not being cooperative.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Fair.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
I wonder how much of this stuff is like actually how it is, and how much of it's like this guy just being insanely delusional.
Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent. I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Distracting? Really? Seems like you're the one with the issue around here, sir. So now maybe if I have, since I presented evidence to him and I have new I have new ideas, I can shift this. Okay, so it's either that or oh, I see what we're doing. Okay. So either they had the spyglass or they didn't. Not sure. I don't think they would need it for this small area, but we'll see. Yeah, someone will come Mia out of here. I see. The idea is they threw the opioid in here and blocked it up so that the place filled up with it. Ah, I see. Okay, so I think this one must have been, yeah, the guy had the spyglass over here. Just left it in the hut. Right? That's what happened, I think.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Does that not make sense? Is that not accurate? No, I'm missing a interaction thing somewhere. Because there's still one the orb here that's blank. So I'm missing something. Wonder if it's maybe I can tell him what I've pieced together.
Why are you still here?
No. Okay. Maybe there's some evidence out here. I can't go down that way. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I was gonna say I got a lot more evidence here now, so maybe it's one of these. Really, I figured the spyglass would give you some kind of indication of what was going on. There's gotta be something else. Maybe if I have this pinned while doing this potion over here, maybe it'll show me something. I think this is it, right? Yeah, I'm just missing like a thing to look at, but I don't know where the hell it would be. Maybe this is correct. Think so. Let me You see, like, maybe if you investigate the cloth out here, it shows something, maybe? I think
The
maybe
rag
this...
reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Yeah, no, I don't... I think this, like... I think this has to be right there, doesn't it? Is he, yeah, like, where is he gonna get those drugs from if he can't buy anything by himself, you know what I mean? I think this is correct. I don't know about this one. This one's iffy though. Oh, look, key.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in this escape?
Is this the key to the... No, I can't do anything with it, so... Or maybe it was the key to the, this thing.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Yeah, it said some, like, it showed that this could be pinned, so I thought maybe it was something where you have to pin it. I don't know what the game wants me to do. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't see anywhere else that I can do this stuff. Whoa, what was it? Wait, what? A second. This is also, by the way, a really god-awful shed for this dude. Really put
Yes,
together.
Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
Oh, it's a piece of garbage.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
What am I supposed to do? Any clues that work with the blue dragon? It's not a thing you can even look at, I don't think. It's like not even the thing you can look at, so I don't think it has anything to do.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
Don't. go down there. Okay.
Excuse me, just one question.
A lady doesn't know about such things.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Well, I can get down that way. Did I not get the keys from this asshole? Like...
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse. Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Is this hole in the wall, maybe? Something?
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Yeah, sure. What that? No.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Hey, good for you, Holmes. Or Watson, sorry. Was there something in the back door? Which one? This one?
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
One in the house? I think it's just like a glare off something that's in there. Yeah. It's not an interaction point. That's what I was trying to do, trying to see if there's like a...
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimmer here had the key in his shack.
How did you get in here in the first place?
It makes total sense.
Thanks, Watson. So I had to have this clue pinned in order to see the key.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimmer here. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimmer here's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimmer here never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimmer here was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimmer here's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimmer here, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know. Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago.
Well,
it is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Oh, don't engage. Don't engage with them. That's Holmes. Just go about your day.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
He is a little wordy on occasion. That is true. Anywho, let us leave. Let's unpin that evidence real quick. Yeah, I have nothing else I can. Which one's this one? Well, notable features of the guy. Have that yet. Oh well. Get more evidence as we go, I suppose. This doll is obviously part of the case. I guess I have a...
What does it say?
I don't know.
What does it say?
I don't know. What do you want from me?
What does it say?
All about the Scarlet Letter, I suppose. What the fuck do you want?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
The hell is this alleyway back here? Oh, now the cart's moved so I can walk in and out of the alleyway. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. The cart would... Fucking Christ. I could have just gone back here at any point, any time. I did not need the key. What's he doing here? Uh-oh. Spirals. Spirals have started to appear. We're all doomed. No hope for mankind. Soon everything will be spirals.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please
yes.
Try to remain courteous. This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Sir, can you open this for me? Okay. Guess not. That's true. This game is decidedly not Bugsnax.
What does it say?
Well, then fucking read it. What the Okay. Okay. It's fine. Uh-oh. A noose.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
As a sailor, I could not have guessed that before.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor? Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
It's like the ship.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
The ship that had saltpeter. Aha. What is... cigarette butts?
Any cigarette butts? Someone stood here for hours.
They chew tobacco and smoke. And they just have all of the bad habits, don't they?
A large pile of horse droppings. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
It's probably that cab that was at the end of the alleyway there that was halting our progress for forever. Anywho, guess we are following this trail. And oh, this way. Hello, sir. Did you help abduct a man last night?
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Am I supposed to just follow these marks? Is that the idea? The spirals are here too. It's a clue. Names of children.
What a grim view.
What the fuck? This is like a side. Oh, it's a side case. Oh no, more cases. I'm getting distracted. No, Holmes.
Padlocks have names etched onto them. Anne, Tom, Charles.
Act. Welcome to the hunt. Hey ho, street pigeons and roof ravens. The treasure hunt is upon you. The clue in hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls. Well, I found one of them already.
A small minecart. Endearing, if disturbing. Looks like putting something in the slot may get the gears inside to move.
Interesting.
Looks like a factory to me.
Very observant, Holmes.
Wonder what could get the gears inside moving. A model of a homely room and fireplace.
I think I'm supposed to find the thing. Oh, there we go.
Chimney bears a peculiar form, like it's meant to have something put inside.
What the hell is this?
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Yeah.
Could you help me?
I can't help you with this.
Oh, maybe I was supposed to... I see. I think. Maybe. I say I see. I'm 100% on that. Wow, look. I thought that was a bloody axe. That poster is here too. What the hell? Okay, so I think they were wheeling it this way and like... No, they can't. That can't be the case, right? That the cart went this way. I broke down right here.
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Oh. No. Look at them shoes. Not my size, but no. No. Oh, no bullying. Alright, so doll was obviously the Anne.
What does it say?
I don't know, fucking read it. Stupid piece of shit. Fucking asshole.
What does it say? What does it say?
You need this for the...
No seams or torn fabric on this doll. Likely one-legged by design.
Okay.
A treasure hunt. Used to do lots of those in my childhood for myself and...
I had to just look up her dress, I guess, was the solution to that
ignored,
puzzle.
don't you think?
Right, take a over. I know where the next one is. know where the next one is. It's at Doyle's bust park. Found it. Like a wheelbarrow here, I suppose. Yeah, there it is.
What's this? A miner with a sooty face. At least, in doll form.
Child labor, hooray! Okay, so this one is, I think, in front of that guy's house. There was that one market down there. To the market. Probably should have pinned this actually. Oh, I may look upon it. Spare. Take this umbrella with me. No. Cat. What are you doing here, cat? Oh. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I was like, it has to be around here somewhere.
Unnaturally bent legs, yet they look to be a design choice. Seems to be for me.
Hooray! Now I can do this. I think this is just pointing to the next, to where we were at before, where the little dioramas or whatever. And that wheel down the road. My God. Oh, it's a free. It's like a feature unit. Like. Key. Tom key. Oh, I see. You lost her leg in the factory. Yay, child labor.
Anne.
His legs got mangled in the mines. I mentioned that we should have child labor.
Charles.
Have the 12-year-olds work. Worst that could happen. Certificate of death for Anne Coldrain, Tom Gill, Charles Potter. They all died because of this child labor. Hooray! Oh God, Charles was screwed up. Look at him. Holy hell. And we have Mary.
Tom,
picture.
Charles, Anne, and Mary.
Happened to... Oh, there she is. Hey Mary, you're all wrinkly.
Last doll seems recently made.
goes in here. Smartest pigeon of them all. You finally made it. You found the last piece of the puzzle, but it's not the last piece of the hunt. It's the last piece ever, my street pigeons. Oh, it's not only the last piece of the hunt. Last piece ever. No, to a lot of you, my riddles were the only glint of light in the day, but shining that soul beam being surrounded by complete darkness. With Charlie's death, the third of our foursome, my lips have lost the ability to smile. Life has forced us to work where we don't belong, squeezing what little light we had out of us. Each day ended with me praying that the next, when I'd have to climb down the chimney again, breathe those awful fumes, and listen to all the screams, would never come again. Oh, would never come. I don't even know how to pray. My friends thought I was the strongest, but with every loss I felt smaller and weaker, and now I feel nothing at all, so goodbye. Hope that one day you can fly away to warmer places, happier times, and never again be forced to give up your lives for scraps.
Not sure I like the treasure hunt's ending.
Could we really have saved her, Holmes?
No. Solving this crime is beyond my reach. It is society who must work on sparing children from death by hard labor.
Yeah. Exactly. Put on your stylish suit, Watson. Stylish suit for that. Gee, cat, are you okay? Yeah, it's moving. Okay, it's good. I thought I was dead. Resident Evil puzzles? Yeah, you would think so with all of the obtuse keys and lock systems. Now back to the case again. I don't want to have to deal with. Okay, so something. That's a gross looking water. I didn't even pay real close attention to the water before, but that's some really gross water. Holy shit. Okay, so he brought the cart out here, and there was a taxi waiting for them, and then they left here, not this way. There's some more tracks. They go out this way. And then I just lose them, I suppose. Yeah, I don't.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Can I ask you a question?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
I'll stand watch, just in case the strange man comes back.
Thanks, kid. I mean, there's only so many fucking places I can go. I just get in this car and be like, hey, take me. Hello, horsey. He's a good boy and knocked over all his cards. Is it you?
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Yep, a mystery.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Damn, I've been playing the game for 2.3 hours. Son of a bitch.
Are you able to help me?
I can't help you with that, sir.
I'm hoping not. Hoping not Starbane. We'll see. It's not doing it for me. Unfortunately, Smex. But hey, yeah, I'm glad to see you again. I am glad you are here. Unfortunately, he came in for this. I apologize. Hope everything's been going okay. No, it's horrible, Starbane. I'm not sitting here for hours every single stream trying to figure out what the hell to do now. Not doing it. I was RE4 remake. Really fun. It was actually really good. RE4 remake was quite good. I had a lot of fun with it. And it's got mercenary mode as well, so added. So lots of, you know, for the people who like those kind of arcadey modes, for, you know, trying to get the high score and everything. Although I have a feeling, we joked about it at the end of this the last RE4 stream, but I have a feeling some of the people who get the top of the leaderboards on those are cheating. They're employing cheats. That's my only guess. And yeah, the last stream, unfortunately, I was only an hour and a half out from actually beating the game. I didn't realize I was quite that close. So the last stream of the game was playing that, and then I did some Vampire Survivors because they had new content come out, and then I had a little bit of Raven's Watch, which is a fairly interesting ARPG that just came out. But it's in a very, very early access. There's not a lot of content, but it shows a lot of promise, potential. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, for sure. That's true, Vampire Renewal. I could just really suck. I got a S rank mercenary mode with Leon, and I was like, what was that? I was like 200 something thousand ranking or some shit like that. I can't remember. It was something out there though. Oh my god, yeah, it was quite something. I was like, what the hell, man? Come on. But like I said, it was my first time playing it, so you know, can't expect to get number one like that. What was that game called? I'm trying to think of. Sorry, I'm trying to think of another game that I got. That's a roguelike deck builder game that just came out as well. Wild Frost. That's what it's called. It looks really fun. If you like Slay the Spire and things like that, there's a game called Wild Frost that's out. It's actually it actually looks really good. It's quite difficult. That's something that some bad reviews of the game have actually posted up, is that it had like negative reviews for a good long while, and it was because the game is fairly difficult. So people were having like a lot of trouble beating it. But once you learn the game mechanics and stuff, it's actually a very engaging game, from what I noticed. So I'm gonna wishlist this, and if I get my refund on Sherlock, then I will use that money to buy this instead. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Raven's Watch. I should check out Dredge. I have heard that name before, but I'm not sure what it is. Take a look. Oh no, yeah, I've already submitted my refund claim. I'm only at 2.3 hours, so hopefully they'll say close enough, especially since I bought it today. Oh, it's this game. That's right. This is the Cthulhu themed fishing game, right? Just finished it? Oh, awesome. I do have to say, I like me some good fishing game. god. I don't know. I would. Maybe it's too spooky. It's too spooky. I can't sail on the waters like that. Definitely interesting. Seems like it would be. Very spooky. Wishlisted. It's pretty inexpensive. Yeah, this is the game I had as my backup, so maybe I'll have to play that next stream. We can start up the Mask of the Loons.
Peggy 12.
Play it now. Definitely. I was gonna look up something else. What was it? Oh yeah. It's not out yet, unfortunately. I got this game pre-ordered for the Switch. We love Katamari Reroll. I love that game. We love Katamari. It's very good. Get it? Oh, so cool. And I remember that level. It's the level where you have to destroy the witch's gingerbread house. You have to destroy her house and get all the gingerbread. It had a versus mode too. That's right. Anywho, oh yeah, I got this game because you guys told me I should. World of 4. Yeah. Oh, you missed everything, kitten. It's all the things. If you enjoy Darkest Dungeon, there's a thing called Vambrace Cold Soul. I have heard of that. Let me see. Yeah, I've seen that. This is it's like everything's like frozen over and stuff, right? Yeah, I've seen a little bit of gameplay footage of this game. It looked really interesting. And it's not as yeah. It's you like have you can like get all these classes and stuff for your character, right? Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I just from the time you left till like a minute or two ago, I was just trying to find out what the fuck I'm supposed to do in the game, and I just got sick of it. I'm at 2.3 hours of gameplay, so hopefully Steam will honor my refund request. We'll see. They typically don't if it's anywhere past 2 hours, but we'll see. I just got the game today, so hopefully they'll be like, oh well, obviously you didn't you're not trying to scam us here. That's the refund limit. Yeah, we'll see. I was at 2.3. We'll see how it goes. I was trying to give the game a good shake here. But oh hey, I could buy the Steam Deck. That's yeah. I've heard they've been adding lots to this Sea of Thieves game. They've been adding more and more content over time, so it's actually a fairly in-depth game at this point. That's what I've heard anyway. Dear Lord, they're updating this game all the hell. I'm going to dig into this game a little bit and report my findings about it. It looks very fun. It's early access and everything, but I backed it on Kickstarter, so they gave me a copy. I need to play this game. It's a Nemealopolis. I need to play this one too. About the back rooms. Anywho, yeah, I don't want to end the stream already. Yeah, some more back rooms. Yeah, for sure. I don't want to end the stream because our dear friend Smex has been able to show up. So I feel like I'm robbing her of some the fun streaming time. Let me sort that. Yeah. Yeah. You want to see which one? Which one do you want to? Which one, kitten? The Nemeanopolis? Nemeopolis? I don't know how the hell you say this. Oh, the Son of Prairie? Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get content out about it. I do want to talk about it, because like I said, I backed on the Kickstarter, so I've been kind of watching it for a while. Time at Porsche. Yeah. Here you go. Time at Porsche. 63 hours playtime. Yeah. So, yeah, I know what you mean. There's actually a sequel out now that I've got on my wish list. It's My Time at Sandrock. Yeah, it's out as well. It's a sequel. So it's the same kind of game. It's actually really interesting. Really kind of farm sim type game. Actually pretty neat. The mining is a little weird, but still pretty cool. I've owned it for forever. Yeah, I'll play some of this and I'll just BS with you guys for a little while. See how everyone's been doing, how everything's been going. I'm not sure whether everyone's been up to. Everyone been doing well. Been a week. I've been trying to hang out on the on Discord a little bit more, but still not as much as I should. Sure. Actually, so I brought it up. I have 2 Arcanus I can get. Either that one or this one. I'll just do that one. It does indeed, Dwarfer. What happened? The game's haunted. Yeah, I imagine it would. That's unfortunate. Haunted how? Haunted in that it sucks and I don't want to play it anymore. Yeah. So the what to do with tomorrow is up in the air a little bit. Like I said in last stream, I do have the other what the fuck? Can't think of what it's called. My mind's blanking. Fatal Frame game. I have it on purchased the Lunar Mask. Yeah, I'll I don't know. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. It was the fourth one, right? This is the fourth one is the one that never got a U.S. release before, right? Am I right on that one? That was the one that was on the Wii that never got over in the U.S. That was Lunar Mask, right? Okay. I remember when they announced that it was like, this game is only going to be out in Japan. I was like, are we still doing that? Are we still doing regional releases? I was like, I thought we put all that behind us. With after the Final Fantasy games became wildly popular, and they had to worry about all the numbering schemes going all awry and everything. I thought we moved past Japan only game releases, but apparently not. Doesn't have Ghost Human Incest? Then why are you even playing it? Jeez, I thought that was what the game was revolved around. I am disappointed now. I think it didn't even go to Europe. Yeah, I think it was Japan only. If I remember the announcement correctly. Yeah, I think they said it was Japan only. But yeah, I do know it is a thing where Europe will get games that the US won't sometimes. I'm not sure how that works, but it happens on occasion. Did I leave a treasure? No. Okay. I left the treasure behind, but it's just the arrow pointing to the hand up there. Yeah. Well, I knew about those, but today, we have like Steam and all these online digital retailers now. You can just go, go on the the eShop and buy games now. I guess it wasn't the case when this Fatal Frame game came out, but still. Yeah, like more small scale things. Yeah, but not like a main title like a Fatal Frame game. Because I thought Fatal Frame did fairly well in the US. Its initial releases, but maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm incorrect on that. I know there's a lot of like dating sim type games that never get released in the US. What was that? What was that game that What was that game that Carl linked in the Discord? It was some mecha game that's coming out soon. Oh yeah, from your Japanese trip. Oh, you went to a store that just sold like the porno games. Do they still do region locking on consoles? I don't think they do anymore, but I don't have a lot of experience with it. Yeah, there was stuff from regular games. Okay. It wasn't just smut. Okay. God, I hate the red skeletons. These people are sort of shit. True Floors, I was only on games and DVDs and stuff. Okay. So it wasn't entirely smut, but there was a large section dedicated to it. Okay. That's something that I do appreciate. They're like far less prudish about that stuff in Japan, right? Like in the Yakuza games, they have those ads for the girl hotlines where you can call the girls and talk to them. Oh yeah, Vulcan. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. It's gonna come on the Switch soon, apparently. Oh, Carl likes his mecha games. I think they're gonna have they're having a new Armored Core come out soon, aren't they? From FromSoft. Did I not say Armored Core? What did I say? I don't know. I think it's a new one. I don't think it's just like a remake of an old one. I think it is. I think it's a whole new one. Fires of the Rubicon? Yeah. Yeah, it was just announced, I think. I don't know if they have like a date set for it yet. It is a new one. Okay. I thought it was a new one, but you know, I'm not familiar. I'm not intensely familiar with Armored Core lore, so. I have heard that it is a really good game though. The old one that they made way back in the day. I think it was pre-Demon Souls. What the hell? Oh, they're landmines. They look like candelabras. Damn, I'm never gonna upgrade the Peachone. Oh no, Harpy Lady Boss. Get away from me. I'm just trying to get the secret water. Why do you have to stop me? I just want water. Thirsty. Yeah, I know. The Kingsfield games have gotten a bit of a cult following lately. Or I guess not lately, but over the last couple of years, there's been like a cult following for Kingsfield. It seemed like they theoretically they would be up my alley, but I think they would be maybe too obtuse for me, and maybe not too hard to get it to understand and parse through. Because they're way less handholdy than the Dark Souls games, which is saying something, because those games aren't particularly handholdy either. They have a really weird design too, from where they're these old style 3D games. Echo Knight's neat. I'm not sure if I've seen the Echo Knight games. Space horror, ghosts and astronauts. Huh. Cool. I'm sure it'd be an interesting setting. FromSoft people are quite good about creating an interesting story at the very least. Yes. Yes, Panda Man. Hit them with your bombs. Your cherry bombs. As they were. They're fireworks, because he's Chinese. Get it? Because he's a panda. I think I'm gonna level up a little bit before I go hunting for items this time around. Especially with this guy, you have to get a couple levels on him. What? What did I say? Signalis, it's a mix of Resident Evil and Silent Hill in space. That's neat. Now they're bigger. Now they're bigger cherry bombs. Yep. I forget what else coming out in the next couple of months. There's a couple of games. There's a couple of games I know of that are supposed to come out sometime soon. But I don't keep up with the game releases quite as much as I should, I suppose. Come Night Beyond is the space one. Gotta have Electric Boogaloo. So, are there any games coming up soon that you guys are like super excited about? That are coming out? I think all of the game companies got backlogged from COVID was around, and now they're all dumping out all the games as quick as possible. Good for all of us. Games. Nothing that you remember coming out? That's unfortunate. I know for me, Resident Evil was the Resident Evil 4 was the big one I was looking forward to. But that's out now, so I don't know what's coming up next. Things in backlogs for, yeah, I mean, true. I do as well, obviously. I mean, you saw my list, my Steam list there. I got so many games just sitting around waiting to be played. Eyes of P? I have not heard of that one. Chance to explode. I assume that's better than what it was doing before. Play as Pinocchio? Whoa. Pinocchio Bloodborne game. Wow. That'd be pretty interesting. It sounds like an intriguing idea for sure. It's got good art style. I'll have to check it out, I suppose. Every time we die, the wood gets bigger. Yeah, I wonder where they'll go with that particular thing. Like, how to what extent are they gonna let you affect your size, and how? Dark Extension 2? Yeah, I'm waiting for that to for that to wait out its year-long exclusivity with Epic. As soon as it gets on Steam, I'll probably check it out. And part of that's because I just don't want to encourage the Epic Store, but also because what I saw of the game, it seemed like it was like they were still on the beta test to people, and I didn't much care for that. If I don't like it when like Call of Duty and stuff does that, I probably shouldn't like it when anyone else does it either, right? Although I guess I am kind of supporting that Ravens Watch game, but maybe that's just because I'm super hard up for a Diablo style game. That's not Diablo. And PoE is just too PoE is just too much for me. I can't wrap my brain around how PoE works. So I can't play Path of Exile. It's just too much for me. Oh yeah, for sure, Warford. For sure. That's why I'm not playing Diablo. I'm trying not to be a hypocrite. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's as common as it used to be, but I know it was a thing for a long time where what they would do is you'd have to you like pre-order the game and they'd be like, oh, you get the game a month early, and it's like, oh yeah, I get to play a really shitty, unpatched, buggy version of your game. Hooray. Good for me. I don't know if they do that as much anymore, but that used to be a big thing. that I was really frustrated with. They stopped pre-ordering this game so you can play the shitty version of it. What's the what do I have to do to get the upgrade for this thing? I don't know if there even is an upgrade for it. Doesn't look like it. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, it's just upgraded already. Look how large the explosions are for this thing. Shit. Almost as big as the screen can blow up. Now they just let you play the shitty version after release and fix it a year later. That is a good point. That is good. That was a thing too. Like when that happened with No Man's Sky, I kind of understood like why you know they released it really broken and garbage, but then they made it better and better over time. But I feel like feel like the other corporations saw that and took that as like a signal that they could just do that whenever they feel like it. And now, you know, like he had what Fallout 76 came out. It was like that when what was that other game that did that too? I think the Division 2 did that to some extent. Anthem did that, and Anthem failed horribly, of course, but Anthem did that. It's like, look, guys, we understood. I understood when No Man's Sky did it. It seemed like they didn't have, you know, looking back at it and like watching the documentaries or whatever about development of No Man's Sky, it seemed like they didn't want to release it the way it was, but they kind of had to because of the publisher. But so I kind of understand why it happened with them, but like you can't just make that your design philosophy. Like, let's release it as a broken piece of shit and we'll just fix it later. We'll make it a complete game a year later, and we'll scrape and bow and apologize and say, oh, we're super sorry we did this, but like, no, it was always the plan. Like, it was always your plan. You guys are jerks. No Man's Sky was a bit of a tragedy in its own right. Yeah, for sure. The only thing is, I don't think that the guy that they had doing the interviews or whatever, the leader of the company or whatever, I don't think he like set out trying to like be a liar like Peter Molyneux does. I think he legitimately wanted the game to be like he was describing it when it came out initially, but it just never got there. What's this purple chest? I've never seen a purple chest before. Oh, it's the cards. Healing is double. That's the only other one I have, so I guess I'm picking that. You can tell he loved the game. Yeah, for sure. I think he wanted the game to be like that when it came out, but they didn't have a choice in when the game got released, unfortunately. That's the way I understood it. So I'm a little bit more forgiving in that situation, I suppose. Plus, the game now is actually really good and it's really built out, and it's almost what he was wanting it to be initially. But, well, if Peter Molyneux didn't want me to call him a liar, he'd stop lying. You understand with No Man's Sky because it wasn't a big company. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, with the big companies like Bethesda and stuff, it feels like it's just a design philosophy now. It's like, just get the game out the door. Who cares if it's not finished, and just worry about it later. Which is one downside, I guess, of our online and digital release society, the way the things are digitally released now and all that stuff. Unfortunately, it means that it means that they can always just patch it. No, for sure. That's one thing. That's one thing I didn't get. Like, I kind of like followed the hype train up to Fable being released, and then I actually played Fable, and I was like, this game is dog shit. This game is nothing like they said it was going to be. But some people have are just like insanely like yeah, Fable is one of the greatest games of all time. It's like I don't get it. Maybe I was too negatively excited about the all the hype that came out about the game before it came out. But like I didn't get all the people who were like, oh man, Fable's one of the best games of all time. It's like I don't think that's true, but I guess you can feel that way about it if you want to. Oh no, yeah, for sure, Wolfer. I mean, outside, yeah. For Blizzard, even outside of their scummy workplace shenanigans that were going on, and all the stuff that they've done since then, and around then, Yeah, the way they monetized Overwatch was appalling, and they were real shitheads for what they did with Overwatch. It was a really fun game that they killed for me with the way they monetized it. It was completely unacceptable. No, yeah, for me too. Sorry, I like poking fun at Molyneux, but I don't actively hate him. I think he's more like a joke at this point. Like everyone knows he's a liar. So at this point, he's like the old grandpa in the nursing home telling you war stories, and you're like, okay, grandpa, sure, whatever you say, and you just pat him on the head and go on with your life, you know. Yeah, Blizzard used to be cool. What happened? Corporate greed happened. The merger with Activision happened. That's what happened. Oh no, yeah, for sure. No, you're right. I think Overwatch normalized that loot box type stuff because everyone gave them a pass on it, and I never liked, you know, even for Overwatch. As much as I enjoyed Overwatch, I never liked the loot box thing. My complaint about that game was always like, why won't they just let me? Like, if they want to sell me a skin, like, why can't I just buy the skin? Why does it have to be in a loot box? That's always what's my problem with Overwatch. Hello, Skadask. Welcome. He's getting rich in here. As soon as I get the Bible up to level 8, it's gonna get that treasure chest. Well, either the Bible or the 2 birds. One or the other. Whatever happens first. Or the wand, I suppose. I didn't know the wand was that close. Yay! Look at all these levels. Now it's anybody's guess what I'm gonna get from the treasure chest. What's going to evolve from the chest? The wand. Okay. That's fine. Machine gun wand is fine. I like it. It's a powerful thing. Powered up Bible. The unholy Vespers.
This is, excuse me,
True form of
a
the
damn
Bible has been
fine
released.
cup of coffee.
True form of the Bible has been released. Evil. No, I know it's stubborn. I know that's why you can't just buy the skin, but it's bullshit. I don't like it.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad!
Now we have Rainbow Bird, the most powerful of all birds. Look at its rainbow. Yes, when you meant, yeah. Cool, kitten. Yeah, you should do that. I am open for ideas. Speaking of which, I really have been slacking. I need to get with your person about getting the emotes on the channel. Bible Black? Yes, exactly, sorry. You figured out. You've cracked the code. Courage rules. Courage does rule. I agree. No, this is a different game. It's a different game, so ask. Sherlock Holmes was too boring. Let the server instant your friend anymore. Oh no! Maybe I shouldn't contact them then. There's 2 Ds. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sometimes your investigative process has to be more direct, you know. You can't just go and gather clues all the time. Sometimes you have to go out and hit the streets and shoot cherry bombs at people to blow them up. Oh no, red skeletons. Bane of my existence. Stop resurrecting, jerks. Why won't you just die? Oh yeah, I forgot that when you combine the birds, you combine the black and white bird, you free up a weapon slot. I forgot about that. Actually, it's useful. Okay, no more red skeletons. Progress onwards then. Spinny bone dragons. Come, spin. He's spinning. Having a good time. That's what that means, right? It means you're having fun. Garlic, I guess? Or AoE damage. I don't have enough yet. That's just me. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, what was that? What was the thing that you and damn it, Starbane brought it up on Discord. What was it? Oh, shoot, I can't think of it. I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, looks cool. Shit, what was it? My brain's all over the place, I apologize. Paranormal site? Is that what it's called? Sorceress's Tears permanently allows the speeding up of time in stage select. Hooray! Did you say this time? Something cool, but I just can't remember what it was. Something about Vidya. Suggested, yeah. Stop. Stop the traps. Stop. Yeah, that beetle was awesome. I'm glad such a thing exists. Yeah, what was it? Uh-oh. Chicken. Arise, chicken. Arise. Yes, get the spinach so I may upgrade my fire wand into the skull of hellfire. Need that. Sure, why not? Massacre. Did I get the secret character here? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got the secret character here. I got the coffin. It was I think this one was the woman that has the Song of Mana as her weapon. Oh no, it's the other person. I haven't bought them yet though. I haven't had enough money to buy them up until before now. Of the coffin, the actual secret character. Oh no, I haven't. How do you get that? At the bottom? No, I guess I have. I should go down there, I suppose. Oh yeah, it was the yeah, Starbane. It was the Cult of the Lamb update. And Blasphemous 2. Blasphemous 2, that's what it was. Yeah. You talked about Blasphemous 2 getting announced. I said I was gonna have to play that when it came out. Giant enemy crab. His claws get bigger the more he takes damage. Down here? It's a... Stop it! Stop filling it with water. Oh, I've seen that, but I haven't done it, no. Further down you go, it gets darker, and it's basically all black, and the secret boss shows up. Yeah, he just drowns you. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that unlocked, but I didn't get it. So that's a good reminder. On Keda, their concert rocker. Yeah, the crab got me. Fortunate. I don't have nearly enough cards as well. Yeah, so what this guy does, this person does, is they play music and they leave like the music trail behind them or something like that. Which is an interesting way to kill enemies. Oh, that's right. They leave the notes, and then the notes attack in the direction that you're looking when you stop moving. That's what it does. Yeah. I forgot that's how it worked. Usually I'm just always moving, so doesn't fire. It doesn't into my brain that I need to stop walking. It's the only weapon I think that works that way. So. Seems like a really crappy way to have to go downwards. Doesn't do enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is like how OP would this have to be for it to be worth it? I think the evolved version of it is really good. Or am I wrong? Upgrade's worth it either? Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought the upgrade was like actual music notes or something like that. Does the gimmick stays the same? Okay. I thought it changed it into a different kind of mechanic, but I like how the soundtrack for this game is vaguely Castlevania-ish. Very fun. Skeletons. I seriously hate the red skeletons. They're fucking ridiculous. Resurrecting 3 times is just... I don't like it. That you think it's safe to walk there? Nope. Dumbass. Not safe to walk there at all. Yeah, it's like, I guess it's supposed to be like needles or something. Isn't that what pinions are? The needles? I have to check out what her level up gimmick is. All the characters have something where every so many level ups they get some bonus or something. I can't remember. I didn't think to check what hers was. You wonder why I keep running the same characters. I think this game has like a looping screen type situation. Where it, if enemies go off the top of the screen, they come back up from the bottom. Game +1 percent area every level. Oh. He starts with more curse. Oh, that explains some stuff. Okay. Fuck's sake. Dragons. So much in this stage that is just to prevent you from being able to go somewhere. Which I guess makes sense for there being a secret of trying to go somewhere. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, Warfare, yeah. Makes sense. I wish I had known that before. I would have got different weapons, but, you know, too late now. But I get for not reading the tooltip before going into the level. And I gotta get to the bottom eventually, don't I? I'm not sure if it's getting darker. Yeah, that would make sense. Like, if they want you to have to go down all this way, like, you can't stop to level up. So, especially if that blue death is going to be down there filling the tower with water. Like, you have to get there before he fills it with too much water, and you can't get down that far enough, right? Yeah, it is getting a little darker. It's noticeable at this point for sure. See a circle for me then? Yeah. Yeah. There's like a area of light around me. Yeah, I'm gonna die now. I just don't do enough damage to get through all these guys. That's what I get for running down here this early, I suppose. Okay, that wave's over now, so I think I should be able to get through. hoping there'd be some chicken in it, but really not. I think this might not have been the best person to do this with, but I think her base weapon is just not good enough. It's not conducive to going somewhere fast. Having ease of use while you're walking downwards. Feels like hers is better at like hiding around in an area, doing it that way. Like you said, with her passive being also where she gives bonus area to weapons and stuff like that, it seems like that's what the goal is supposed to be. If you play as her, you keep everything in the area. Just let the area effects kill everything. Ugh. Do I have more people to buy? I do not. Ocasio could get me there. He'd be good enough. I believe in him. Yeah, the concert's done, unfortunately. Yeah, somebody like Poe would probably be better. Although garlic doesn't do a ton of damage if you don't keep upgrading it. Maybe Gennaro. Gennaro could probably do it with the daggers. Propia. Oh yeah, Propia for sure. Yeah, with the Sauna mana. Plus I haven't upgraded nearly enough of those cards. What is it? Staccatos or whatever they're called. I haven't unlocked nearly enough of those, so I don't have the good the random these things. I don't have nearly enough of these cards. I don't have the good ones. I would need to unlock a bunch of those I think as well. Arcanas, yeah. I can remember I was like, it's called Randomazo here or whatever, but I know that's not what they go by. It was something else. Anyway, thanks for joining, everybody. Hope I can get you the secret boss. Probably. Most likely. She could do it, I think. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. No, I'm gonna hit stop. I have to. Just tired. I'm sorry. But tomorrow we'll probably do some. Full frame, so we'll check it out. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all for hanging out. Sorry the main game didn't pan out. That's okay. Tomorrow's another day. I'll see you then.